Go the extra mile. I was sitting on a patio chair, baking under the sunshine of Sunday afternoon. I breathed in the aroma of fresh cut grass. At the moment, seemingly the time has stand still. I really enjoy the moment. Oh, wait a second. Do I need to make a speech on Thursday about icebreaker? Oh, yes. Where should I be getting started? Should I start with a conventional way, talking about my name and background? Like, my name is James. I've been living in China, born and raised in China, and moved to Canada 4 years ago. Or should I be taking another approach, talking about the stories shaped my life? Mr. Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, reflecting upon my life, I'm always reminded with a quote from Brian Tracy, "Go the extra mile." Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 pivotal moments that echoing this quote, "Go the extra mile." Over 2 decades ago, when I was at my last year of high school, a crucial decision to make which university to apply to. Staying at my hometown or venturing into another city. I distinctively remember one of my Chinese class teacher during one class, out of nowhere, randomly, she was saying, "All of you should consider go study in another city, away from your parents, to see the world, especially you boys." Obviously, her words plant a seed in my head. When it came to the moment of applying university, I enrolled to a neighboring university. Even I can enter a more prestigious institute in my hometown, but I choose to go for my study in a neighboring city. That is a small step, but that is also a big leap in my go the extra mile journey. This time, it means 300 kilometers and mere half an hour by flight. Right before university graduation, not like most of the classmates or students, they're going back to their parents, they're looking for a job in their hometown. I decided to get a job in Shenzhen, which is a bustling city in southern part of China. Just to give you an idea, go the extra mile this time means 3,000 kilometers, approximately about 4 hours by flight. Have you witnessed the mass production line, assembly line in the factory? Picturing individuals are sitting side by side. They're diligently putting the components, which in small boxes, in front of them, onto a PCB printed circuit board, which on a conveyor belt, moving constantly. They're just putting the component, resistor, capacitor, connector, inductors onto the PCB. Boys and girls are coming from immigrant from their hometown to a city like Shenzhen and Shanghai, which try to realize their big city dreams. They're doing like this 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, even 12 hours a day. I vividly remember my first month's salary is 400 Canadian dollars back in 2002, even with some overtime pay. Looking back those experiences, I feel grateful I went those extra miles. Fast forward to 4 years ago, after working in most of the prominent cities in China, Shenzhen, Beijing, Shanghai, I was standing in a crossroad. I can have the option to settle in Shanghai and have my work and life without too much surprises. But there's always a voice echoing in my head. Go the extra mile, go the extra mile, go the extra mile. So I sit down and have a talk with my wife. Would you like to have a double life? What do you mean, a double life? Look, we spent our first half of our life in China. Why don't we venture over the second half of our life in another country at the other side of the world, so we can raise our son in an environment he can experience happiness, independent thinking, self-esteem, and self-confidence. It doesn't take too long before we make a decision to immigrate to Canada. This time, go the extra mile means entails 11,000 kilometers and spanning to 17 hours by flight. They say the grass isn't always greener at the other side. Venturing the extra mile accompanied with uncertainty and challenges and difficulties. However, this is a path always full of hope. Going the extra miles tend to have less traffic jams, free from restrictions imposed by others. Fulfill your dreams. Don't like anyone to dictate your dream. Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile. Back to you, Mr. Chair.